the team out there and knew that the Knicks might want to trade him. Man, I'd sure be trying to get him.
Bring back. Oh, Kobe Bryant!
Game. Walton could tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you gotta get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang! Bryant to the basket.
As you see by the title, this is going to be my reaction to Kobe Bryant and his passing, and to just tell you what he's meant to me and what I've learned from all of this. First off, prayers and condolences go out to Vanessa Bryant, the rest of the Bryants, all the families affected of the crash, to all NBA fans, just fans alike, parents, everything, because it's a tough situation, and I feel like everybody is taking different angles. A lot of people have siblings, kids, and stuff like that, and that's just tough. And prayers and condolences also go out to people who they lose family members every day. People die every day. It doesn't get talked about. So just trying to send that out there for y'all. But it's crazy because this is about 6 days after it happened at the time of recording, and I didn't give an immediate reaction because first 3 days, especially the first 3 days, heartbroken. I mean, I'm still heartbroken, but I was heartbroken. How I found out, I was at work. It was Sunday, of course I was at work. I had to work a little 11:30 to 7, something like that. And I was just happy I had to close, And, we had a little lunch rush or whatever at my job. So it's about, 2 o'clock, the manager, she get off. I got my music playing over the aux to the store. I'm just happy I want to close, so, I'm cool. Pro Bowl is getting on, ready to come on. My store always plays sports of some kind, and I usually don't check the phone too much during work, just because I'm at work, and because it's connected to the aux. It's just it being connected to the aux is kind of out of reach, and so because it's out of reach, I just leave it alone usually. But we was really dead, so I pulled my phone down, seen I had a couple messages, and I seen that TMZ graphic, headline, and I couldn't believe it. And then, like everybody else, I'm trying to search, see if it's true. Trying to see if it's true. Pro Bowl is coming on, and I'm like, they ain't play it on ESPN. This happens. They play it on ESPN. But so Pro Bowl went about maybe one series. I don't know who got the ball first, but I'm pretty sure they did about one series. And they came back and it was ABC News, breaking news. Bro, and it was 2 o'clock. I had about 5 hours left of my shift, and just trying to keep it together. I don't know, maybe my professionalism wouldn't let me cry, but I really wanted to, but I couldn't. Literally, the second I clocked out, I cried. And I cried a total 11 times in 3 days. For reference, if you know me, I don't cry. I probably have cried only 11 times in the last 7, 8 years. I'm in a good mood all the time. I'm just thankful for what I do have. So it's not really much for me to cry about, because I realize people going through real situations all the time. And so that it hurt, because the whole reason I'm doing YouTube or writing for the newspaper, got all these jobs, it's definitely Kobe. Now, credit to my parents and my older sister for help raising me. I'm not taking anything away from them, but as far as an inspiration to want to do something, to just pick a career or something I want to do, Kobe got me into sports. And then, from there, it just kept going, and that's where Stuart Scott comes in, because if you see my Who Are You video on Instagram, Kobe, Stuart Scott, Stephen A. Smith, those are my guys. So Kobe got me into sports, and then Kobe got me into sports. Stuart Scott made it cool to be a sports broadcaster as a black man. Stephen A. is motivating me to keep trying to do that. he's the whole reason I'm here. Whole reason you even see my face right now. So it hurt. I want to say thank you to everybody. I got so much love. After finding out, because people know what he meant to me. Even people people aren't really too intimate with him, like friendly, it's kind of like a just acquaintance thing. Everybody giving me hugs, sending me texts. Real quick, let me read. This is probably the best thing I've ever gotten. My friend Sakani, she gave me this, and it was a card, and it says, "Every goal in your life that is made will be another bucket to make your biggest influencer proud. # Kobe." This is the biggest thing I could ever receive, in my life. Yeah, he definitely inspired me. Don't want to say idolize. I don't idolize humans, just, faith-based reasons. Definitely inspired me. And I was at work. When I was at work, and one girl was she was like, why you kind of shooken up about this? You didn't know him, which is, I guess, is a valid claim. I don't know him. Of course, he didn't know me. But I put it like this. I heard this on Bomani Jones. This is a Right Time podcast. I need to check it out. He made a reference saying, people thought Kobe was a fake Jordan for the ones who didn't like him. And then, when Jordan left the league, Shaq came in. So then it was just, there's the Shaq stands because, Shaq is a baller. Then they became on the same team. So it's just like, who really getting all the credit for the championships, even though most people say Shaq. Kobe wasn't no slouch. So you got to pick between two superstars, the same team. Then, you got the AI stands, for cultural reasons. They think AI is the best. Then you got LeBron fans. And then even towards the end of his career, you got Tim Duncan fans. Once Tim Duncan won that 5th ring, it was just like, well, maybe Tim Duncan's better than Kobe Bryant. And I've been a fan for about 17 years. I'm about a week and a half out from my 21st birthday. And to defend someone you don't know, just anytime somebody come at them, when you're defending somebody you don't know, it sounds crazy as a concept, but it's just like you're gonna defend things you inspire to be or that you like. I wanted to be like, Kobe, not even just as far as basketball player, just that mentality towards life. And so, no one giving him his credit due. So I gotta defend him towards all these stands, and over and over, day after day, even into his retirement, defending him, especially against the LeBron stands. And that hurts. And another reason for it hurts for me personally is because it's competitive nature that so many people know me for. I want to win everything. People say, the term, I'm just playing for fun. I don't believe that. You can play and get fun out of it, but there's no way you play the game and not want to win it. I mean, you may not be hurt if you don't win, but you do want to win if you participate. In some form, you're trying to, you don't play to just be there. That's not how games work. And that's with anything. Anything for me that can be compared, I want to have the best at. Grades, basketball, articles written, videos, anything where it can be compared, I want to be the best. Now, I'm not a sore loser, so if somebody else is doing, better than me, props to them. I'll be the first. I'm usually the first one to congratulate you. If we're doing similar things, and you my homie, we going for the same thing. If you win, I ain't gonna be like, nah, you shouldn't have won. Definitely want you to win. I want everybody to eat, but I'm gonna let you know that I'm trying to win. And I got that from Kobe. And I'll tell you, for people who don't know, I put a story on my Instagram, and the story was in December. I had my tonsils taken out on, I want to say December 17th. That was a Tuesday. Got my tonsils taken out on Tuesday, Tuesday afternoon, 2 o'clock-ish. Rested all day Wednesday. Went back to Greensboro Thursday. Before I drove, I ate a hamburger and fries from McDonald's. I was told to eat yogurt and ice cream 2 weeks. I had 7 or 8 doctors tell me don't go to Atlanta, because that's where I'm going. Cover the Celebration Bowl. Don't go. Me and my mom, close, whole family, we all close, but she usually don't get on me, but she was kind of just like, yeah, you shouldn't really be doing that, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, she let me, but she wasn't really for it. But Thursday, I drove to Greensboro so I could pick up my mans, so I could take him as well, one of my other reporters and friends. Friday, we drove to Atlanta. Car starts overheating. Saturday, we covered the game. And by Greensboro to Atlanta, that's 5 hours. I cannot take any of my medicine, so that means I'm just 5 hours of real getting folded. We covered the game. My car was overheating again after the game. When I took Chris back to the hotel, I had to write an article up immediately once I got back. Then I had to go to AutoZone to get some coolant for the car. That stressed me out. Then, you know, we went to the Trap Museum because, you know, I just didn't want to come to Atlanta and just be like all work-based, you know. I've been all over the country so many times because I'm an Army brat. But, you know, the fact that I had my boy with me, I didn't want him to just be like, oh, we just went to the game, you know what I'm saying? So we went to Trap Museum. All of this, I haven't taken none of my medicine for about 12 hours. Like, I'm dying. Can't talk for nothing. We come back at like 12:30ish. Finally can take my medicine. Sunday comes, car dies somewhere in South Carolina. We get towed back, and then I get towed to Charlotte, take my mom's car, drop Chris off in Greensboro so he could go back home to Winston. Then I came back the next morning, and then I started resting. So a week after my surgery, when I finally started resting, my mom asked, you know, why'd you want to do it so bad? Why'd you want to go? For 2 reasons. One, you know, that mentality, you know. I told her, this is exactly what I told her. I said, Kobe Bryant won the finals with a broken finger. And I'm not an athlete, but I'm always trying to, like, I don't miss class because I'm sick. I don't skip things because I'm tired. I have 3 jobs currently. I had 3 jobs last semester and made all A's. First time in my life. Just keep going. And then also for my boy to tell me at the end of the trip, you know, even though we had to get towed back, car died, all that stuff, he still had a good time. And for me, that was, like, I wouldn't change a thing for that, you know, just being a leader, something I learned from him. And, you know, also my family too, family full of leaders, but, you know, just wanting to be that leader, because I didn't have to drive. I volunteered to drive my old car, and I knew it's kind of shaky. I volunteered to do that because, you know, leadership roles and stuff like that. And, you know, that's what sports in general teaches you, to want to be a leader. So, you know, him passing, that feels like a part of me, because, like, a lot of my personality is, you know, being competitive and, you know, wanting to be the best. And that's what makes me want to do everything great. Employee, all of that stuff, like anything where you can get, I guess, critiqued or judged. And I welcome, you know, criticism. You know, I want that so I can get better. But, you know, it's been a hard few days, like it has for many. Something I learned from this is how I've actually inspired some people in the past, you know, couple months or whatever, and I have this streak going. I want to say it's at it's at 236 days, and it's my little positive happiness streak. Growing up, I used to not be an angry kid, but whenever I got mad, it could ruin the whole day. Like, I get mad in the morning, the whole day, if not the next day, could be ruined. And I used to be a kid punching the doors and all that extra stuff. And, you know, I have this streak going where I don't let things, if I can control my anger and just get to the next day, you're cool. So I become more thankful. I pray every single day for my family and friends to get to and from their destinations, to wake up mentally and physically in good health, and, you know, live another day. All the time. And, you know, that's kept the streak going. And, you know, the reason I say, and you could say, well, I'm sure you've cried, stuff like that. if I'm frustrated, you can be frustrated, you know, for the streak, but you gotta let it slide. You can't let that dictate your whole day. Now, crying and grief, you can't control that. That's why I ain't put that in. That's why the streak is still on, because I'm still, you know, this week's been terrible. I'm still thankful that the family and friends that I do have, they're still healthy. You know, we still get to wake up and, you know, to try to be our best. So while this week sucks just because how sad I'm still thankful and happy that for the things I do have. And, you know, the last thing I can say is what I've learned from this is, you know, stop and smell the flowers, you know. Someone like me, like I said, 3 jobs, going to work. I don't feel like I'm a typical college student. I passed up hundreds of weekends, probably since high school, to go to work, to do this, to do that. Not really, you know, sitting down to actually be a kid, or whatever. It's just not my style. It's just work, 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 work. And not even just my job, just anything that improved. I couldn't do anything after the Celebration Bowl because my car died and I'm still recovering. So I put out 8 or 9 articles during December, just back to back to back to back to back. Just keep doing it. Just work. But you know, sometimes that means I'm not taking the time out to, you know, enjoy things. You know, while I'm appreciative, I'm going 100 miles per hour. You know, I just need to slow down sometimes, and you know, and it sucks that we had to have an event like this for you to realize it, but, you know, cherish life, you know. The present is a gift, that's why it's called the present. And so, you know, in closing, I thank you, Kobe, for inspiring me. I'm gonna keep trying to be the best in the world. Thank you everybody who's checked up on me, send me messages, you know, just making sure I'm cool. Thank my family, thank my friends, and most importantly, I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And, you know, I'm gonna keep going, as y'all should, as Kobe would want y'all to. And that's it. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and all the victims affected. And, you know, just keep that Mamba mentality.